The mighty Texas Longhorns. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. As Texas is leaving this conference, do I need to give them a lot of plug? Do I need to blow hot air up your skirt? I do not. So what I'm telling you right now makes me throw up my mouth a little bit because obviously we're not supposed to like Texas. They left the Big 12, but I have an appreciation for what they're going to do this weekend. Texas is going to beat Alabama. I look, whoa, it sounds crazy, but I think I kind of believe in this Texas team. They should have beaten Alabama. They did beat Alabama at home last year. The referees took the game out of Texas' hands. And I didn't love the offensive line against Rice. There's some give and take here, right? Last year should have been a win. Last week, to me, wasn't that impressive. I was not enamored with Quinn Ewers. This was not a Heisman caliber performance from Quinn Ewers. I didn't watch Quinn Ewers and think, oh, this kid's going to win the Heisman. I didn't look at the offensive line and think, oh, this is the best offensive line in college football. What I did look and see from Texas was moxie, was swagger, was something that it seems like Texas has lost so much or tried to, bear with me here. Texas has tried to manufacture so much of and fallen short. I think Xavier Worthy is going to step out on the field and be the best player on the field. He was already great in the win last week, 7 receptions for 90 yards. Solid year. I mean, obviously a solid year last year. He was a snub in a lot of All-American picks. Xavier Worthy is going to walk out and be the best player on the field. I think he trumps Isaiah Bond, who's this kid that everybody at Alabama is going crazy over. Most of the Alabama receivers entered the transfer portal. Obviously, you've never heard of Isaiah Bond. They ran out of receivers. Jalen Milroe has way less experience as a college quarterback than Quinn Ewers. 194 yards, 3 touchdowns last week, and a 95 QBR, 10th in the country. Jalen Milroe is not a bad quarterback. 6'2", 220 pounds. He's a meat from Katy, Texas. He's going to be all right. But I still think Quinn Ewers, after what he did to Alabama last year, after that start he had against Bama last year, has it in him. Yeah, the 37-10 win against Rice was really 37-3. That late, random JT Daniels fluke touchdown to the McCaffrey kid. I don't care about that. Texas defense was good. That's something that we haven't said very much in the last few years. Texas defense was good. The offense didn't blow me away, but the defense did. And I think the Longhorns have an advantage this week because they come out and attack. They have so much more experience than Alabama. All the offense is back. I don't know that the Texas offensive line can put up with Alabama toe-to-toe all night long in Tuscaloosa. That's a tough ask at 6 p.m. a night game over in Alabama. But I do think the skill position, the Xavier Worthys of this world, the Quinn Ewers of this world, rise to the occasion and they attack because they have nothing to lose. Alabama has everything to lose here. They just saw what happened to Clemson against Duke. And Alabama doesn't want to be that team. Alabama wants to prove, hey, we're still the top dogs. We can't be upset by a fluky Texas team, a team that's supposed to be so good every year, and they're just not. I don't think that's how this works. And look, the Saban defense is terrifying. This is not going to be a 42-38 Texas win. But I think the Longhorns come out and win this game 24-21, 24-20. That's all it takes for UT to win. Ewers was 9 of 12 last year before getting knocked out of that loss to Alabama. It looked like he was going to lead the way and beat them. A.D. Mitchell at Texas alongside Xavier. I love me some A.D. Mitchell. This is the best receiving group that Texas has had under Steve Sarkisian, and I'd venture to say maybe in the last decade. And they use it. Texas has a lot of experience, man. They're a scary team. I still don't know if they win the Big 12 conference. I still think they lose some games in the Big 12 conference against teams they're not supposed to. They still lose to a Kansas State. They get randomly beat by a TCU, upset by a Baylor. But I'm changing my preseason pick here. After watching Alabama last week, tactical, sure. They didn't scare me enough. Texas, the Longhorns, gets a win. And it goes for the Big 12, too, by the way. The Big 12 gets to call this a win, at least for this week, when Texas goes to Alabama and wins 24-20. The Longhorns on top of Bama, calling it right now, and it's going to happen. Put it on the money line. Texas wins. I wins every day because I get to talk to you and see you. Thanks for coming around. I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's break down this weekend, continue talking about Big 12 expansion where this conference is going and teams that got to win on Saturday. There's a few must wins on Saturday here on Locked On Big 12, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. This has been, it always will be, Locked On. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Doce Grande.